Hi everyone, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is the daily forecast. It is for all signs. It is a collective reading, so I speak in broad terms, meaning you need to figure out if and where it fits in your life, to what situation it may fit. If it doesn't fit, don't worry. Nothing's broken or wrong. You're not on your path. It just may not be your reading. For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu underneath my daily videos. In there are some housekeeping rules, things I want you to think about when utilizing the channel, what decks I'm using, if you're interested in that, how to follow me on social media, or contact me to book a private reading. I will never reach out to you, so it's a reading, so make sure, if anybody reaches out to you and says they're me, it's not. Also, easy ways to support the channel. Best ways are hit that thumbs up button, hit subscribe, and share the video out, or leave me a question or comment. I greatly appreciate those. I do read them and answer them. So let's see what's going on for Wednesday, December 14th. This is originally created for that date, but as I said, if you're seeing it on a different date, by all means, utilize it when you see it rather than when it was originally created for. So what do the spirit hosts to know? What energies are available to us? I will be also referring back to the Sunday underpinning reading, which populates in the lower left-hand corner at the end of this video if you want to check that out. That's the energy that's kind of underpinning what we're looking at today, for like an added layer of what's going on for us or potential out there for us. So our card is the Two of Discs. I like this card. It's the Two of Pentacles, essentially. It's kind of like a decision. It's usually a 3D decision in our world. This person looks extremely happy with this Two of Discs. The traditional Two of Pentacles, the guy's it's more of a juggling thing, but this looks like a finding a balance within ourselves, actually, is more my thing. I don't even know that this feels so much of a choice as much as it feels like it's finding a balance within a situation. I feel like the cards have been telling us we've maybe been dealing and transforming out of something that was negative into something that's more stable and positive. This Pentacles card representing the element of Earth would represent grounding also. There may be a little bit of work and, what's the word I want to use, like measurement or attention that we need to place today on whatever it is we're trying to get grounded, but we're attempting to attain a sort of transformation in our 3D world that will help us to regain our happiness and regain our balance, is my feeling. If those of you are faced with a choice between two things, with this particular Two of Pentacles card, I always get this feeling that this guy, he's having such a good time juggling these pentacles that there might even be an option to have them both in some way, so remain open to that idea too. It's not necessarily always about having to pick one over the other. It might be, how do I go after this one first and then that one? Does that make sense? But that might only be for a few of you, right? For me, this feels like this is a personal transformation that we're taking hold of, or that we are gaining control of through, a practicality. You could call it a juggling, but I don't get the juggling sense. It's like a mulling back and forth or weighing the options. The options aren't bad, is my feeling. The options are what they are. We've been through the hard part, is my feeling. This is now where we get to settle in, choose the route, the path, the answer that works best for us, and then transform into that answer or ground into that answer and make that answer like practical and available to us in the 3D, in our day-to-day world, in our work, in our relationships, whatever it is. It feels to me like it's potentially coming to an end, right? We get to finally not put it to rest, but we get to make a decision around it. We get to settle it finally in a way that works for us. Underpinning this is the Three of Pentacles. So that's always about successful collaboration too. So if we find ourselves going to others for advice on situations or whatever, that's okay. Make sure that they're trusted confidants or people that you trust or people that are giving you valid advice that is helping you to remain positive while making this decision or going through this inventory. that also speaks to the happiness that I see on this Two of Pentacles. That, our decision or whatever we're working through, if we discuss it maybe with a trusted confidant, we might find that they need to hear as much about our experience as we need to hear about theirs, right? There could be a collaborative conversation that happens that helps to push you both forward in a very productive way. And both of these cards, the 2 and the 3, are pentacles. So it would be in our 3D world, ideally finances, material wealth, material things in our life, setting our life on a better course, our relationships on a better course. All of those things are 3D. So we could be it's like an ironing out, really, of something that was maybe not in balance before. And today is the day to sort of work on attaining that balance. We can certainly do so with ourselves, but with that 3 of Pentacles underneath, it might behoove us or help us to either help others through successful collaboration or allow others to voice their input. Ultimately, though, the decision is our own to make, and transformation will be positive and take place. Now, let's look at the Divine Abundance card. I love it. True Offering. I feel like that's totally a crow soaring to the sky. It says, true offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. That's the decision that I feel like we're making, or the ironing out that we are having right now. Crow to me is law, right? And law, when I say law, I'm not talking about like lawyers and law and the rules. What I'm talking about is like universal law. What's right in the world is right in the world, and what's wrong in the world is wrong, and both are needed, right? Remember, we've seen that non-duality card, I believe. Isn't that the card for this week? No, it's go forth, which is whatever is meant for us will come to us, and whatever is not will go. And so this true offering to me, though, is staying within that universal law of soaring higher, aiming higher, releasing ourselves from any situations that have bound us that don't work for us anymore, and understanding that we can have what we need so that we can feel stable, balanced, and connected within our relationships, our job, our life, in the 3D, right? And so really, I feel like, and also this idea of true offering is just being really open to what's available to us and what's coming towards us, especially with that 3 of Pentacles underpinning this from Sunday. There could be signs or advice or information coming from outside sources, friends, family, coworkers, trusted confidants, that could also help us to assist us in making this decision. I really do believe these cards feel very positive to me. The red around true offering feels fire energy to me, and that oftentimes takes me to the place of action or forward movement. This bird is flying upward and is freeing themselves. We saw the freedom stone this week too, so maybe 2 days prior, when we were grounding in that freedom, we're now starting to begin to manifest that freedom where we can set, soar, and fly again, right? Let's look at the clarifiers. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Things are coming back into balance, guys. Either financially, within our relationships, how we perceive our relationships, how we operate in our relationships. That's the balance that's being sought in the 2 of Pentacles, and in the successful collaboration of the 3 of Pentacles. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of what was going on or feeling haywire in our 3D worlds, wherever that was for us, whether it was our job, our relationships, our family, just life in general, this to me feels like things are coming back into a space of peace. Is there a little work involved? Yes, the 2 of Pentacles indicates that, but the work is not hard to me. That's not the feeling that I get here. We also have the 2 of Swords. Now, this is oftentimes pretty much a no card, right? But what I'm feeling about this is, because we have that 2 of Pentacles there, this is about trusting our intuition and our guidance more so than anything, and aligning that with our mind, and then staying strong in that. It's not a negative card to me. Our emotions are back behind her in the water, and they're calm and placid. We understand how we feel, and we have that 10 of Cups coming up in the end of the week. So we've sort of settled something potentially emotionally. We also saw the King of Cups yesterday in the clarifier. So we've settled something within ourselves, hopefully emotionally. That's enabling us now to bring it into the 3D and make this choice and attain this balance in the 6 of Pentacles through the 2 of Pentacles, if that makes sense. I hope I'm not being too all over the place. And the last card is Major Arcana, and it is the Fool. This is a new beginning. This is about being open to possibility. This is sort of like this idea of true offering, right? Where it says, true offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. Think outside of the box with the energy of the Fool. Allow the Fool and the sun to shine on the path that you need to take, right? On the decision that you need to make. Trusting your intuition and lining your mind up and solidifying your mind to a place of strength and empowerment, keeping your, emotions in check, but also being aware of them. That large body of water behind her says that we are still in tune with our emotions. They're in a place that is more calm now, but we're also allowing those emotions and our intuition to guide our thoughts, and we're not necessarily letting in any, superfluous or misinformation at this time. We are making this decision on our own. That's definitely the Fool's position in this. And he is willing to take risks. He's willing to start new. He's willing to, start over again, so to speak. And I'm not saying start over again like in a situation that hasn't been serving us. What I mean is we may be starting over again by departing from a situation or moving forward away from a situation that wasn't necessarily in balance, but we are moving ourselves to the idea of balance, strengthen our mind and our emotions, and returning ourselves back to love rather than the worry or the angst that we've been seeing in some of the cards previous. That Nine of Wands from yesterday did teach us something. So let's look to the grounding stone. And the grounding stone, I'll take it. We want to ground in the idea of peace. And what did I say in the Sunday reading? I got to mention this, guys. That woman on the airplane that I saw, she was wearing a shirt that said, if it costs you your peace, then it is too expensive. I actually went on Amazon. I just typed that in and I found the shirt on Amazon and I bought it, and I'm waiting for it to come here so that I can wear it to remind me. We need to ground in our own internal peace today, especially around making this decision. So it's a clear, defined, strong decision for ourselves. That's the Two of Swords, right? You too shall not pass. I always get that message from Two of Swords, like Gandalf, you shall not pass. Like, no, I'm not taking that in. I'm listening to myself and what I know to be true for me. And from there, we feel empowered. And if we are focused in this or grounded in this perception of what will bring us our own peace, that helps us to clearly make the decision from a place of clarity and strength and balance. It should be a very powerful day. Pay attention to what you're thinking, pay attention to the choices you're making, pay attention to the voices that you're listening to, and always stay focused on what brings you your own peace and take that route. That is your reading. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel and leave me a question or comment and share the video out. Take care. Bye-bye.